The Yankees need to fire Aaron Boone, Devin Williams, and probably every other coach because they are terrible.
Yeah, not a fan, huh?
He has cost the Yankees 8 games. And they'd be in first place if it wasn't for him. And in their last 50 games, they're 19-31.
Yeah,
And he's a big part of that.
I'm okay with the collapse of the Yankees. I know you're a fan of theirs. I really don't care. I do like Aaron Judge. I'm hoping he comes back. Or is he back yet?
I don't know.
Okay, well, either way. Yeah, I want to see him do good, but the team could lose every game the rest of the season. It wouldn't hurt me one way or another. I want to see the Tigers kick some butt, but, Yeah, but I agree. Yeah, I'm not a big. I liked Aaron Boone as a player. Not a real fan of his managerial skills. Even though he's gotten him to the play. He went to game. What was it? Game 6 last year. Or game
5, I think.
Was it 5?
Yeah, I think it was 5. I think it was 4-1.
Oh yeah, last game was terrible, and it was almost like they didn't want to win the series last year because they had a lead and they kept giving it up, or they give up. I didn't pull a guy when they should have, pitching wise, and so I'm okay with the Yankees going down in flames, but I'm sure for their fans, I apologize, but we've said multiple times I'm a Detroit fan, so I want to see the Tigers do good. I want to see them crush the Yankees, and if the Yankees crush themselves, I'm okay with it. But you're right, yeah, they're doing terrible right now. 19-31, like you said, in the last 50. Not good. Not with that payroll.
Yeah, Judge is back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he finished, or he got injured with 37. He's still in the running for the home run race.
Yeah. I think he's like second or third.
Is it Schwarber that's got 41?
That's NL.
That's what I said.
No.
Who's leading that, or American League?
Cal,
yeah. Cal's got 41.
Yeah, no, he's got 43 now. He hit one yesterday, and I think he hit one the day before.
Did I say 43?
No, you said 41.
Okay.
See, you're always wrong.
No, yeah.
It's
got my players mixed up. I knew somebody had 41. I said Shortbaum hit 41.
Yeah, he got 41. It's Cal, Judge is second, and then it's I don't even know how to say that guy's name. I always mess it up. It's the Rays guy, Junior Caballero. I don't know how to say his name.
Good enough for me. Yeah, okay, that's close enough. He's up there.
Green's fourth in the AL, tied with Tyler Ward, and then Torkelson's sixth with 25.
That's our guy. For those that don't know.
Those are our guys, yeah.
Good job, Torque.
I mean, if the Yankees are just going to waste Aaron Judge, can the Tigers trade for him?
I'd be okay with that.
Or someone else. I mean, just get him on like the fucking what is the Braves? Jeez.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind having him in another big bat in our lineup, another history maker, because if he can stay healthy, he's going to have a hell of a career.
Or the Tigers don't trade for anyone. They don't do anything.
Apparently. But Judge, just like you said, I think last episode that we had, he gets injured every year. He's making historic strides.
June or July every year.
And that's why we say it's a long season. Hitting comes in streaks.
He's still got 37 home runs.
If the season ended today, he still have close to MVP numbers. I mean, hell,
he retired today. He's got a Hall of Fame career.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, this is a Hall of Fame career for anyone. It's a 293 average, 352 home runs, 802 RBIs, and a 1024 OPS.
Probably wouldn't be first ballot though, the way the writers are.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Yeah.
But he'd be in there eventually.
He would definitely. He should be
with those numbers. But he's gonna have a lot more. I mean, if he keeps up this pace, he might break Steroid Boy.
Yeah.
Dude, his arms are so like inconceivably huge when he was doing the home run chase or the home run record. And like it's so crazy.
I seen a post the other day. It was Mount Rushmore of the guys that saved baseball. It was Bonds, McGuire, Sosa. And there was one other I can't remember offhand. But, I mean, technically, what would have happened if we didn't have the McGuire and Sosa home run chase in 98, and then it led to Bonds in 2001 breaking the record, the all-time record?
I don't remember when
Or, well, he broke the single-season record, then the all-time record. But I don't know. I mean, it could have been different. Baseball was dying at the time.
Yeah.
The strike pissed everybody off. Ticked me off, too. But I think Cal Ripken really was instrumental in bringing fans back, too. He helped.
Yeah,
but
he was the first really big thing that brought people back.
Then it
was the home run chase.
The consecutive game record is one that may never be broken, but they never thought Cal would break it. So when Lou Gehrig did 21-30, so it records are made to be broken, and that one though is, I mean, no one's even close right now. So you got to think that one is going to stick around for a long time. But
yeah, I think Judge will break his own record.
Oh yeah, I think so too. If he stays healthy,
he just needs to
sky's the limit for that guy.
They need to rest him like every other day in June and July, and then just let him go for the rest of the year, and then he'll just kill it.
Yeah, and but I think Ripken helped bring everybody back to the game. But I think the home run there's nothing like home runs. Everybody comes to the ballpark to see that. Babe Ruth built Yankee Stadium basically on the home runs.
Yep.
Everybody wants to see the ball go out of the park and just
first big home run hitter.
Well, it's an instant game changer too. I mean, it's going to change the score in an instant. And is it out? Is it close? You know, it gives a lot more drama to the game. We're getting to 21-30 for Cal. It was a career. Took a career to do it.
Yeah.
And it's going to take somebody else an entire career to even come close to what he's doing or to what Cal did. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we're getting off topic of the Yankees, but still, I think Judge can really. He's an impact player. He brings a lot to the Yankees organization into the game.
Yeah. I don't think they'll ever trade him. Just to be, realistic.
I don't think they should. Yeah.
If they want to do a rebuild and they want to get rid of everyone, I mean, Tigers are here. We'll give you some nice prospects. We can give you Max Clark.
Well, Tigers are historically bad at getting rid of players that go to other teams.
Yeah.
I mean, every single time we got Verlander. More recently, we've got Gibson. All these guys went and did. Gibson hit one of the most historical home runs in Dodger history and maybe baseball World Series history.
Yeah, I mean
him pumping and then Freddie Freeman did it several years later, and we've talked about that before. But every time we get rid of a player, they go to another team and they win a championship. Cecil Fielder with the Yankees. Damn Yankees.
Damn Yankees.
Yep. Welcome, sports fans, to Everything Sports with Bill and Will. And we're happy to have you here on, I'm not even sure what episode we're on now, but we're getting up there.
I think it's 8.
Is it? Oh, damn. We're almost that magical 10 mark. Is that magical? I don't even know. It is for us because we just started, and we're very happy that you have joined us. Whether it's on YouTube or, well, I think that's all it's on right now, right?
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook. I think you can see the link. But anyway, thanks for joining us. And we got a lot to talk about today. A lot of somewhat exciting things and some sad things. Again, has been the ongoing theme the last 3 episodes with people just dying. Which we'll get into that. But I guess we can get it. You want to talk Tigers? No?
Yeah. They had a really good
enthusiasm there, Will.
Well, I mean,
they're better than they were when they were losing
They
12 out of
lost to the
13.
post-trade deadline Twins.
True. And they've lost a lot of series. We were killing it in the beginning, and then all of a sudden we lose every series. But they're not losing every game in a row, so they didn't have, 2 6-game losing streaks, so I'm happy with that. But we did win yesterday.
Yeah, pretty good. Riley Green had a great catch in the 7th inning that saved a run. And then Matt Vierling pinch hit 3-run homer.
Well, we should point out, yesterday for us was Friday, so we're recording on Saturday morning, which is, we used to record on Sundays and drop it on Monday. We're doing things a little different today just for time's sake. But so it's Saturday morning, very early, and luckily I got a lot of coffee with me today because that fuels the day and me. So,
See.
yeah. So, yeah, Tigers, though, our pastor was at the game yesterday and said it was great. It looked like a damn good game and a real good turnout. So, Tom Selleck was in the audience.
That's awesome.
For those that are Tom Selleck fans and fellow Detroiter, Mr. Mustache, Mr. Baseball is actually.
Yep, he was in Mr. Baseball.
He is Mr. Baseball. That's right.
See?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Tigers. So, I don't know. What's your thing? Turk was on the mound. I thought it'd be a sure win. At least he kept us in the game.
Well,
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah, well, like, so the thing was with Tarek, he blew the lead.
Which is rare for him.
Yeah.
And sorry,
He
I set my
gave up-
coffee down. It made a loud noise.
He
Sorry,
gave up
folks.
2 home runs back to back, and he did not look like himself. And it looked like I thought that he might be injured. Hopefully he's not.
Hopefully not, yeah.
But
Well-
it could also be that he just didn't find his release point, his mechanics, and it was just off because he had a high pitch count the entire game. He was going into the 5th inning with an 80-some pitch count, and he didn't make it out of the 5th.
I am okay with cutting him a little slack because even Superman had some bad days.
Yeah, Superman got beat up in the most recent movie, and he was beat down.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of the new ones, so I couldn't tell you.
I
but
like the new one. It was good. I haven't seen any of
I was
the
a big fan of Christopher Reeves
other
because that's
ones.
the one
Well, I've seen
growing
the
up.
first couple ones.
But even those, the Superman for me in the 70s and then early 80s, those are the ones I know. He even got beat up in those a little bit. The hero always gets beat up and then he comes around. That's what makes him a hero. He comes
a
over
hero
every
arc.
obstacle. So hopefully Tarek can overcome this outing. And I'm thinking he's going to finish. I mean, he's still having a hell of a season.
Yeah, he's still got a 2-something ERA. Like he's fine. He probably just
Could have been just a bad outing. Hell, he even had a bad playoff outing other than killing it.
I mean, he did
playoffs.
not like have the game that he pitched. It was not a bad outing. He had one bad pitch, and it was a grand slam, and that made it a bad outing.
Right.
Because if he makes a better pitch there, it's he gets out.
Yeah. Even yesterday, how many innings did he pitch?
He pitched 4 1/3.
Okay, so it wasn't considered a quality start.
No,
Well,
so
5 is.
well, it's 5 and then 3 runs, I think, and it was he had 4. He gave up.
But again, the guy, I mean, he could have one bad outing a season. And
he gave up a
he'll be
2-run
all right.
home run and then a solo home run back to back, and it made his outing real bad on back to back pitches. It was very bad, and I remember the crowd was literally silent. It was like the air was let out of the building. It was just like,
Well, yeah, because Tiger fans are not used to seeing him.
he hasn't had one of those
Like that.
starts in so long. It was such a weird feeling.
Well, even when you told me who was pitching last night, I said, oh, well, we're at least guaranteed a win here, which we did get the win. It just wasn't a.
Yeah, it just wasn't. He didn't get the win, which usually when
When he's on the
when he's
mound,
starting, he's
almost
getting.
a
I think he's got
guarantee.
like 11 or 12. I think it's 11.
Yeah.
And that's one of the highest in the AL in like top 5 in Major League Baseball, top 10 at least.
Yeah, he's something else. He's still, I think one
Freaking
bad
Paul
outing, we
Skeens
can
is
give him a
crazy.
pass. Paul, well, yeah.
We're gonna mention that later.
We
But
looked at
he's
the
just
stats. Paul Skeens is he's incredible
he's
too.
so crazy.
Yep. Do you want to run down where the Tigers are and then just give the MLB stats while we're here? Because Tigers are what I think 67 wins.
Yeah, Tigers are 67
Which,
and
I
50.
mean, come on. As much as they're struggling to be 67 wins, is still pretty damn impressive.
They're 17 games over 500. Like, we need to put this in perspective.
Yeah. So even though they went 12 and 13.
Yeah, and I think fans are more like freaking out.
Yeah, 12
1
in 12.
12 in
13
games.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to fix my Still early, folks. Sorry. But yeah, to have that bad a stretch, which I knew it was going to happen at some point.
Yeah,
you always
have a slump. And for how good they were, it was kind of like,
it was inevitable, I think.
Yeah, this is the slowdown.
But still, there's 67 wins right now.
67 and 50, 17 games over 500, 6-4 in their last 10.
And like I said, I started to panic a little bit when they were and that 12 out of 13 losses. 12 losses out of 13. That's pretty terrible, but they stopped the bleeding a little bit. We're not hemorrhaging anymore, but still, we got a good team here. Bunch of young players, a lot of guys hitting 20 home runs already. We got I think 3 or 4 right now hitting 20 or more.
2 right now, and I think what's his face is close. I actually don't remember now.
So I got a good memory. It's just short. I knew it was something like that. But anyway, plus we've got guys that are close. We're doing really good.
Oh, it is 3. It's Green, Torque, and Carpenter. I forgot about that. Yeah. It's early.
It is. So you can tell me I'm right at any time now.
No. Carpenter's having a really good season, even though he just came off the injured list. He's got 295 at-bats, a 268 average, but he's got 20 home runs, and an 8.34 OPS. So he's better than his average is. And he's got a career 8.46 OPS. So, I mean, he's really good.
Yeah. So our ADD kicked in, but let's give the rundown for the MLB leaders.
The Blue Jays are leading the East. They have a record of 68 and 49, and they're 3 games ahead of the Boston Red Sox. In the AL Central, our guys, Detroit Tigers, as we said, 67 and 50. The Guardians are no longer that far apart. They're 6 games back, and they are a half game back out of the wild card.
Our losing streak really helped them, but
yeah, that really helped them, and it helped the Royals because the Royals are 9.5 games back, and they're like 2 or 3 games out of the wild card.
A lot of baseball left still.
Yeah,
and even for Boston to catch up, they're only 3 games back. Anything can happen.
Yeah, they can catch the Yankees are 6, and they could be, or 6.5, and they could be a lot closer if it wasn't for Devin Williams. They'd probably be in first place.
Yeah, well, they want to keep him, so they're
I mean, he's got a 5 or 6 ERA. I'm gonna check that right now because he gave up 3 runs last night, so I don't remember what it is.
Well, yeah, so it's going to shape up to be a very interesting season, I think, and that's it's going to come down. I think it's
going to be interesting. Oh my gosh, Devin Williams has 17 saves. Luke Weaver has 8. Luke Weaver should be the closer. He has incredibly, all of his stats are better. Devin Williams has a 5.73 ERA, and he's 3-5.
Yeah. Well, with Judge back in the lineup, and he starts hitting bombs again, the bad pitching might not be as big a factor, but you still can't rely on that because what if he gets hurt again? What if one of their actual really good pitchers actually goes down? You never know. Or God forbid anybody else, and I don't want anybody to get hurt, even though I'm not a Yankee. Actually, I do like the Yankees, but come on, they've won enough in history.
Yeah, they don't need any.
They're the winningest team in all of sports history with the most championships. They've got enough. I would like to see Judge win one, but not against us.
Yeah, I'd like to see him beat let's say the Braves. That's a good matchup. The Braves and the Yankees, 2 historic teams.
Or Tigers and Braves. I mean, you're selling us short already, dude.
Well, you said not against the Tigers. If they're going to win one in the next couple of years, I'd hope it be against the Braves. I don't want them to.
Judge can win in his final year, I think. He can win when he's 40 or something. He doesn't need to win right now.
Yeah. Valid.
I'm joking. I don't care, but I really want to see the Tigers go all the way this year. The way they're playing, it doesn't look good for them. And I know you already had World Series predictions, but at least the Tigers are going to make the playoffs, I think, no doubt. But
Well,
I want
if
them
the
to go
Yankees
deep
weren't
in the playoffs.
mismanaged, this team would be a World Series team. But Aaron Boone is kind of, very stupid.
Could you imagine if the Yankees don't make the playoffs this year? What that's going to that might be the end for Boone though, because Yankee fans don't play
If
around.
the Yankees don't make the playoffs, Boone is going to be fired. They're already making memes talking about him being like the FBI's most wanted.
I seen that. Yeah, you showed me. That's
all
funny.
this other stuff. Same with Devin Williams. It's so funny.
Yep. But did you do all the? We still got more.
Yeah, we still got more.
Sorry, our ADD again. It's again.
The Guardians are a half game back out of the wild card and 6 games back from the Tigers. The Astros are 65-51, and they're a game and a half ahead of the Mariners, who got a lot of pieces at the deadline and a lot of really good pitching. And they've had a lot of really good pitching.
Somebody had to get good,
Somebody had to get all of the, good trade deadline acquisitions. My current pick for World Series, based on how they're all playing, is the Mariners and the Brewers.
Be interesting to see Cal get into the playoffs. I mean, the way he's hitting the ball.
Yeah, I'd love to see him in the World Series eventually.
But everyone's hitting so many home runs now. I'm telling you, it's reminiscent of the steroid days. I wonder how many people are going to get popped eventually. Hopefully none.
I mean, the only one I know of is Jerickson Profar, I think was the one.
I just don't want it to cast a shadow on how great they're doing. That's all. Just like Barry Bonds.
They changed the ball. They do this all the time. They changed the buffer zone, which makes it the strike zone smaller, and then so they literally are making it easier to hit home runs. They changed the buffer zone, which makes the strike zone smaller.
That inflates the pitcher's ERAs too. But although
but they do this all the time. They did the same thing in like 2012. They changed the diameters of the ball or something similar to that,
which makes it that much more impressive that you got Paul Skeens and Skubal at such low ERAs.
And same with Max Fried for the Yankees. I mean, his ERA is getting higher because of a lot of stupid mistakes in Yankee stadiums.
So when the ball is flying out of the park like that, when you got a guy normally three ERA, even low, that's pretty good. When you got even a guy at 4, where you think for the National League that was high, is it high anymore? When everybody said you got guys like Ohtani.
Well, and you have universal DH now, so you don't even have the pitchers hitting.
Yep. And on a side note, real quick, Ohtani got his 1,000th hit, and he pitched a hell of a game. 4 innings, he had 8 strikeouts, I think.
Yeah, so he's still rehabbing, so he couldn't go any more than that. But that is a crazy start. I really wish they would have let him be able to go further. But I understand why they don't want to get him.
Just think when he's not injured, what this guy can do. But you don't want to push him either, because if he gets hurt on the base paths, then he's not pitching or possibly not hitting, which can hurt him either way. The guy is valuable all around.
Which, I mean, he got injured in the World Series running the bases, trying to steal a base.
They talk about 5-tool players. This guy's like a 6-tool player because he can pitch too. I mean, he can do everything.
He's probably going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. There was a stat the other day of like pitchers with like a certain amount of home runs and a certain amount of strikeouts, and he was the only person to ever do it in baseball history.
Well, he's going to have his own stat line by the time it's done, making new stats.
He's going to create a whole new line of players, because there's already so many players in college that are doing this now. Because before you couldn't do it. It was always told you couldn't do it. You couldn't manage.
I seen Jose Canseco, I think, pitched a game one day because they ran out of people. It was not good. I don't believe.
Funny.
I think it was horrible blowout. So why not?
Yeah, I
think Tigers did that once too. Didn't they have a batter pitch one game because it was a blowout?
Yeah, that happens all the time. Whenever it's like
might as well, because it's interesting.
It is. The Dodgers did that when they were down like 4 or 5 runs this year, and fans were so pissed.
Well, how much would it have been? Yeah, if we were losing like 10-0, or we were killing a team like 15-0 or something. How cool would it have been to see Miggy throw out a couple pitches just for the heck of it?
That'd be so
maybe
funny.
not. You don't want to see a guy like
that
caliber
not throwing
get injured
that hard.
either.
So I mean, They're usually just messing around. Like a lot of those guys throw like ephuses and they throw like a bunch of random pitches and stuff. It's really funny.
Just think if he would have got a strikeout, though, the fans would have went friggin' nuts.
Yeah, well, and a lot of
Probably wouldn't have happened, but
well, I mean, Anthony Rizzo struck out Freddie Freeman. That was one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite
awesome.
mic'd up moments.
Yeah, that's awesome. But anyway, again, sorry, getting off topic there. I think, are we done with the rundown?
No.
God, this is taking forever. All right, I'll stop interrupting you. You can finish. So where are we at in the standings then? Are we on the National League yet?
Yeah. The NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies are 3.5 games ahead of the Mets, which they were tied a little while ago. So, I mean, fuck the Mets. Fuck Juan Soto. Should have stayed with the Yankees.
Tell us how you really feel.
The NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers are 71-44, and they are 5 games ahead of the Cubs.
And one of the reasons, and I'm going to stop you just for 1 second. It's not my ADD kicking in. This is
Yes, it is.
No. They had their rookie pitch. Well, he's not really a rookie, but this is his breakout year. Quinn Priester, who tied a Milwaukee Brewers record for 10 consecutive wins. And he actually had, I think, 2 no decisions in there, but he had 10 consecutive wins.
Without a loss.
Without a loss. Very impressive. He tied Cal Aldred from back in the day and another. So 2 players actually had that distinction, but that's
He's got
impressive.
a good stat line.
Well, he started really rough. He had a lot of very high ERA coming in his rookie year, and then he's been traded a couple times. But 24 years old, and if this is coming of age season, this is a hell of a way to do it. And he's making an impact on that 70 plus wins for the Brewers. But he might be something interesting to watch if this is.
Yeah, I can run down his stat line. He's got
go
21 games. He's 11-2 now. He's got a 3.15 ERA, 114 in a third innings pitched, 93 strikeouts, and a 1.19 WHIP.
But during his 10-game winning streak, he was 2.15 ERA. So
yeah, that's brought his ERA
super impressive, and that really brought that super high ERA down. But again, he's still very young. If this is the type of hopefully it's not a one and done year, and this is his best year, and he goes downhill after that. I think he found a sweet spot where they wanted him to be, and they his coaching staff must have done a hell of a job because he's having a heck of a season, and that's he's not the only reason. Obviously, it's a team sport, it's a team effort. But I just want to throw that in there. And again, sorry to interrupt you. We can get back to the rundown again for the 12th interruption, but I thought it was a good place to segue. That's one of the reasons we had to talk about him anyway. Got that out of the way. Now continue, please.
And lastly, the Dodgers are 3 games ahead of the San Diego Padres in the NL West. And the wild card teams are currently the Red Sox, Mariners, and Yankees in the AL. And then the Cubs, Padres, and Mets in the NL. And the Yankees are only a half game up on the Guardians. The Mets are 3.5 games up on the Reds.
I think we should cue the clapping. We got through that sucker. There we go. Thank you. We got through that. But hey, some interesting facts in between there, I think.
Yeah.
It's not just, maybe ADD, maybe lack of coffee.
Real.
Yeah, but again, since we're talking about individual performances, Pete Alonso is just 2 home runs shy of tying Darryl Strawberry's all-time Mets record. He's got 251 home runs, and the record with Mr. Strawberry is 253, so he's very close to breaking that record. And Mike Trout is sitting at 398 for his career, so he's still closing in on 400. Just some updates. Figured we'd point it out, but 400. I mean, 400's a big deal. 250's 250's big for the club.
And he just got his 1,000th RBI for his career.
Oh, good for him. I didn't see that, but thank you. Yeah, but so Pete Alonso's obviously a long ways away from that, but he's tying the Mets record. That's big for the Mets.
Yeah.
And big for Mike Trout's career, another future Hall of Famer, I would say. But you never know with the
Yeah. He should be.
I think it's a surefire, but God knows how the baseball writers, come up with crap. So
Yeah.
if his career ended today,
It's a
they'd say
running
the
theme.
400 isn't. Yeah, it is. They would say, "Oh, he didn't hit 400, so he's not eligible." It's just so stupid.
Yeah,
Someone
people
would
are
anyway.
dumb.
Most of them, I think he'd get in no matter what. But it's just so ridiculous. And
Yeah.
but I think we can move on. You want to talk Mad Max and Kershaw?
Yeah, it was a great game. It was a really good pitching duel. Both went 6 innings, and then the bullpen gave up the game.
Yeah, it's a running theme too.
Yeah. Max was 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Kershaw was 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, and 1 walk and 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, and they're both. Just think, man, that had to be a sellout crowd. I think you said it was, but
Yeah, it was. It was also a Kobe bobblehead night, and they had his
daughter, yeah.
throw out the first pitch. His wife was there as well.
That's kind of special. But yeah, and side note too, these guys started their career together.
Yeah, they also they replaced Greg Maddux and Randy Johnson because both of them couldn't pitch on the day, and it ended up being Kershaw and Scherzer. And
Yeah.
it's always circulating on all social media. You can see the clip of
The fans had to
video
be
of it.
disappointed at first, but little did they know they were watching 3,000 strikeout pitchers.
And
Max is
speaking
only
of
3,400.
that, yeah. Oh my God, I forgot how good he was.
Just think about it though. But think if you're gonna see 2 legends play and they both get on the injured list, and then they replace it with 2 unknowns at the time. But little do you know, you're watching two of the best of all time.
And
Only 20 in
speaking of,
history have done 3,000 strikeouts. And to see them in a game, that can't be done too often. I mean, think about it. I would have loved to have seen that game live.
Yeah,
The crowd had to be electric for that.
yeah, that was awesome. And they after the game, they jersey swapped, and then they wrote notes to each other. It was really cool. And then they signed each jersey.
Yeah, it's an awesome moment. And knowing where they started and where they finished, it could be their last time they ever face each other because they're both getting up there in their career. And this marks only the 4th time in history that 2 players with 3,000 or more strikeouts have faced each other. Greg Maddux and Roger Clemens in 2006, Roger Clemens and Kurt Schilling in 2007, Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander in 2023, and then Mad Max and Clayton Kershaw in 2025. And this is the AI version overlay of it. So we just kind of quickly Googled it. Maddux and Clemens definitely played at the same time. So did Clemens and Schilling. So it's very possible. And I know Scherzer and Max faced each other. So Scherzer's on the list twice, and so is
And I know Verlander
Roger
and
Clemens.
Scherzer played each other.
I just said
Recently,
that.
it was this year, yeah.
I just said that. You don't listen.
No, you said the game from today or yesterday. You said that you knew that Scherzer and Kershaw faced each other, and I said that Max and Verlander
You listen like
faced
your
each other.
mother. Maybe I do. Maybe I pay attention like her. But either way,
You got the memory of a goldfish.
maybe. I said I got a good memory. It's just short. But yeah, so either way, hell of a game. 2 of the best in baseball. 2 that will go down, I think, and 2 of the best in history.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, so I'd really love to see him, keep padding those 3,000 plus strikeouts.
I'd love to see JV versus Kershaw. That has to have happened.
So they faced each other, but not since they were both 3,000 strikeout.
Which they
leaders.
should now. They should face each other at least one more time this year.
Which, if that happens twice in the same year for 2 different games of 2 strikeout leaders, that's on the 3,000 strikeout list, I should say. That'd be
2 of
pretty
the
damn
top 20
impressive.
all time. Yeah, they're 2 of the top 20 all time.
I know. And to think it's only been done 20 times in 150 years plus of baseball, that's just wild to me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That alone should automatically get him in the Hall of Fame, 100% ballot. But, you know,
Yeah, but people are stupid.
I think it's a surefire Hall of Famer. It just might not be 100%. Not everyone gets the Mo treatment.
Yeah, which, I mean, Mo is the greatest closer of all time.
He
And
is,
I mean,
by far.
I miss Mo so much, especially right now with how bad the Yankees suck and how many blown saves.
Yankee fans
they've
probably
had.
miss him too.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of memes about it. It's so like,
And we're talking Mariano Rivera, for those who don't know. His
yeah,
nickname is Mo.
the goat.
With the theme song, Inner Sandman,
Yep, understand.
because it was lights out when he hit the mound. Love that. And he was,
Yeah.
God, he was so impressive. Even more impressive was when Miggy had made him blow 2 saves in back-to-back nights or same
Back to back
series.
nights. Back to back nights.
The fans were electric during that game, and I don't even think we were in Tiger Stadium or
No, it
Comerica
was
Park.
Yankee Stadium. It was Yankee Stadium.
The fans were shocked when that happened, and
Mhm.
but good thing Tiger fans follow the team everywhere, so we always
Yeah.
have some fans in the stadium. Some of the best fans, I always say it, some of the best fans in baseball are, and
Yeah,
Detroit fans in general, whether it's hockey, football, no matter what, baseball, basketball, we've got some of the most loyal fans out there. So good for you guys. Hey, sports fans, if you're in the great state of Michigan and you're in need of roofing, siding, gutters, or insulation, there's only one place to call. And that place is Excel Home Improvement out of Romulus. With over 60 years in business, they are third generation, family owned, and veteran operated. They manufacture their own gutters and trim, so they're able to keep costs low while providing superior quality with unmatched service. They cover all of southeastern Michigan, including as far north as Bay City, all the way down to Monroe, and from Lansing to Port Huron. So give them a call today. That's Excel Home Improvement, 734-941-2800.
Sticking with baseball, but switching over to the Red Sox. Got some Red Sox news. They extended Roman Anthony, rookie, 8 years, $130 million. And I'm just really confused about it. I mean, he's got a somewhat decent batting average, but 2 home runs, 19 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and an 816 OPS and 167 at bats.
What is the batting average?
281.
Okay. Did you say that?
Yes. That's what I started with.
Where was I?
In the space? I don't know.
I guess so. Well, anyway, I don't see giving any rookie that amount of money no matter what. He's unproven. I mean, just because you got a decent stat line to start, it happens all the time. They had, there's countless people. Remember Jabba Chamberlain back for the Yankees. And I think he was okay, but
We had him, and he was
Yeah.
terrible.
yeah, but he was like the hottest rookie on the planet. He was the most sought after for collectors. Everybody wanted his baseball card. Everything skyrocketed. And then, I mean, I think he had some good seasons. I don't even remember because I didn't follow his career, but he had some good numbers, but then he just went downhill. Now you don't hear anything about him. He kind of
Yeah.
fizzled out after a while. And especially with pitchers, I mean, they can get injured. Well, look at Mark the Bird Fitterich for the Tigers way back
Yeah.
in the day. He was rookie of the year, had a hell of a career ahead of him. Then he blew out his arm. Sandy Koufax got arthritis.
Oh, yeah, God.
Koufax, the numbers that man would have put up in his career were just so iconic.
Yeah, he would have been the best. of all time,
382,
probably, if you could stay healthy.
381 or 382 strikeouts until Ryan came along with 383 in one freaking season. That's like a
Yeah.
5-year. That could be 4 or 5 year totals for some pitchers. And this
Yeah.
guy did it in one freaking season. He was so incredible.
Yeah,
And then
it's crazy.
arthritis, he just forced him into retirement. And it's
Yeah.
sad, but so that happens. You don't pay a rookie that kind of money, but it's not my money, so I guess I don't care one way or another. But still,
I mean, my
what does
thing
that set
is,
for it sets the precedence though for the rest of it, and for the team.
mean-
It's got to piss the other players off.
yeah, well, like, my thing is like, he hasn't done really anything.
He's not Shohei Ohtani numbers for crying out loud. That I could maybe see, but And he's not a, yeah, I don't know. I'm not real impressed yet, but hey, we'll see.
He
Maybe
hasn't
they see
even done
something.
half a season.
Well, maybe they see something in him that we're not, because you never know. But I just don't get it. But hey, you want to spend that kind of money on him, go right ahead.
And I mean, why not spend this money on someone who's already been proven, like Rafael Devers? Someone you had,
Yeah, absolutely.
for a while. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you gonna splurge on this rookie when you have a great hitter? Like, it's just stupid.
Not my monkey, not my zoo, so I don't really care. But again, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I think, go after Devers or anybody else with a proven track record. But I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully they know what they're doing and
They
it doesn't
had
come to have to
Devers. Why
bite 'em.
trade him if you're just gonna give this kid a fucking contract when he hasn't been proven?
You're asking me? I don't know. I don't work for the team.
Shut up.
Okay. But yeah, I agree with you. Why are you telling me to shut up? I agree with you.
Because you're being a smart ass.
I kind of am. But it's better to be a smart ass than a dumbass. Wouldn't you agree? Sometimes
Fair.
you can be both.
That's valid. And like someone like Paul Skeens, I see giving that kind of a contract to,
Oh, absolutely.
not a rookie. He has 100 some at bats, 160 some at bats. Like, anyone can be decent for that amount of time. And it just doesn't make any sense. And I mean,
I could do it. I could try. Might get lucky.
maybe. And speaking of Paul Skeens, though, we can transition into that. He is probably the best pitcher of all time now.
You say that a lot about players. They're the best of all time.
Yeah, it's called being dramatic.
You're being way over dramatic. He's the best of this season. That's for damn sure. But he's
really good this year. Got a 1.94 ERA this year and a 1.95 ERA for his career.
okay. Now that's pretty damn good.
And I saw this graph the other day, and it was Paul Skeens' career ERA by start. And it starts up really high, and then it just continuously drops, and it has been continuously dropping since then. So, I mean, he's just continuously gotten better with every single start. He's just literally just a crazy phenom. 47 games, a 1.95 ERA, and an 18-11 record, and 332 strikeouts.
Yeah, he's been something to watch. All-Star game appearance too.
All-Star game, two-time All-Star.
I meant this year, but yeah.
Yeah, two-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year last year.
Man, God, he's so young, and he just started, and he's one of the best in baseball. Well, he is the best right now.
Yeah.
Although I'm a fan of Skubal, but only because he's our guy. But he's got better numbers. Paul Skeens does.
It's crazy. He's got.
Is he leading in strikeouts too?
No, Derek is. He's got 162 this year. Skubal's leading in strikeouts. I can't remember how many he has.
I meant Skubal.
Sure, buddy.
Okay.
Um,
You don't know what's inside my head. Probably don't want to.
I won't make joke. He had 170 strikeouts last year in 133 innings pitched, and he's got currently 162 and 144 innings pitched this year.
And you realize both Rookie of the Year winners, and they're both the two best pitchers in baseball right now.
Yeah, this is his second year. He's leading in ERA plus and fielding independent pitching, two advanced metrics to determine how good pitchers are. And he's leading in both.
Wonder if he can do this now, just think of what he's going to do in 2 3
and he's
years.
leading all of MLB in ERA plus. He's leading the AL in fielding independent.
Well, you got to
pitching.
believe he's just going to keep getting better and better. What is he going to do in a couple of years when he does reach that stride and reaches?
Yeah, when he reaches his peak, he's going to be freaking Sandy Koufax. They've reincarnated Sandy Koufax.
He's very, very interesting to watch.
And Sandy Koufax, isn't he still alive?
Koufax, I believe so.
They cloned him. They cloned Sandy Koufax.
Nothing's out of the ordinary. They cloned a liver the other day, didn't they? Or no, they 3D printed that.
A liver. That's crazy.
Yeah, you were telling me that. That might be a game changer for health.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait on a transplant list anymore. They just charge you an exorbitant amount of money for a 3D printer or 3D printed thing because the healthcare is out of control. But that's a whole other topic and a whole other show.
Yeah. He's also leading MLB in games and ERA. So, I mean,
I'm a big fan of his, just not of his team, but of him I am. Actually, I can't say Pirates aren't bad, I guess.
Yeah, he's leading all of MLB in ERA, and I'm pretty sure he's leading all of starters in games started.
Yep. Impressive.
Yeah, he's crazy good.
And then the last bit of baseball news before we transition to other sports. We're about to make history later this afternoon and tomorrow, August 9th and 10th, when the first female umpire, Jen Powell, is about to take the field in the Miami Marlins versus Atlanta Braves this weekend. So Jen Powell, first female umpire in Major League history, which I think is kind of nice. Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier back in the 40s, and it took this long to finally break the gender barrier. So good for her. Hopefully she does really good, and it does set a precedence. And if nothing else, maybe eventually we're going to see some female players. I know you were talking. There's a social media influencer. You'll have to remember. I don't remember the name, but who is trying to get
Kate.
Oh, okay, Kate. Her name's Kate. Trying to get women and girls interested in the sport of baseball. So who knows? It's maybe a matter of time before we get a female player. It's going to change the locker room dynamic. Obviously, they're going to need their own, dressing room or locker. But still, maybe it's about time. Wrestling did it for decades. We've had female wrestlers, and it took a while to get them. Now they're mainstream, and the female wrestlers are even better than the guys.
Yeah, I was just about to say some of them are even better.
Yeah,
a lot of them are actually.
I just think it's probably way overdue for this, and we'll see. You were saying she's probably going to be old, or the new school of umpiring, not the old school, which is terribly outdated. So let's see how she does tonight. But it's going to be an interesting game. Wonder if she gets a standing ovation. I'm thinking she should. This is history.
Yeah.
Never been done before in the sport, so history is about to be made tonight.
Baseball is probably the only sport where you could have a intersex sport, because there's
football's so rowdy. Now they have that female football players and like college level, I believe, but not. But God, that's such a when it's a contact sport, it's dangerous.
With all of the rule changes in baseball, like the Utley rule where you're not allowed to slide into second base because he's a dick and he took out Ruben Tejada and ended his career, and then the Posey rule where you're not allowed to slide into catchers because some dickhead knocked fucking Posey
Pete
out
Rose
for a
always
year.
slid into people. He was always a hard-nosed player. Charlie Hustle.
Well, when
He
you
took
take
some
out one of
guys
the
out.
best catchers and derail his career, make him have to retire early. It's time to change some stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But good for her, Jen Powell. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, it's about to start at 1:00. You have about a half hour.
Yep. All right, awesome. We'll see how it goes. Well, and when this comes out, the game's already going to be history. But this is news to us, so that's awesome. So, but I think I think that wraps it up for baseball. So let's talk some other sports.
Yeah, we can firstly talk about some football. Getting into some little stuff here. The Patriots, their first game with their new head coach, Mike Vrabel, they dominated 48-18. And I know it's a preseason game, but just to see them putting any points on the board is a very good
and
sign.
kicking butt. And
because not to knock any, not to knock Bill or anything, but like the team was not performing well, and it was a good change. And they add Josh McDaniels back. They have one of the best offensive coordinators in football history back on the team. It's always going to make the offense better.
And you're talking Bill Belichick.
Yes, Bill.
Not to knock him. I am also Bill.
You are also Bill.
As well as also you are Bill. But we
I
call
am
you
also
Will
Bill.
just for confusion. There's a lot of damn Bills on this show.
Yeah.
There's Bill, the original OG, and the sequel. Part 2.
Wow.
I get that a lot. People are amazed by the things that come out of my mouth sometimes.
Yeah, I bet.
For
Next.
better or worse.
And speaking of Patriots, a quick little aside here. Tom Brady got his statue before their game.
Goat.
Yeah, the GOAT. It was really cool. He was on the field with his former teammate Mike Vrabel. And it's just a cool little thing that they did. And I mean, they retired his number. They they've done a lot to.
I'm shocked it took this long to retire his number, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, he unretired. You have to wait
true.
a little bit
Yeah,
after that.
Well, and yeah, I've always liked Tom Brady. I love the roast. I love everything.
Yeah,
The roast was hilarious. But
does kiss his son on the mouth. That's weird.
well, yeah, that is
Rich people
weird.
are weird though. Rich people are just weird.
They are.
They're all weird.
Yeah, but it's still in terms of football, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
Not even close.
And he's definitely one of my favorite. I'm growing up. I like Emmitt Smith. I love Barry Sanders, of
Barry
course.
Sanders, the GOAT.
Yeah, Yeah.
If Barry Sanders played as long as
he cut his career short.
half as long as any of these other guys that are in the same category as him.
His records would be
Yeah,
unapproachable probably at this point.
yeah, it's crazy.
He set so many records that are just being beat now, but God, he was so good. And it stunned fans. I remember how stunned I was, and I wasn't even into football at the time when he retired, or as much. But I remember Joe Montana, too, growing up. He was awesome.
Oh, Joe
Just,
Cool?
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
But I mean, those guys.
The 49ers dynasty in the 80s, one of the greatest of all time. 5 championships.
Jerry Rice, Steve Young.
Montana, Jerry Rice.
I watched the game that Montana and I believe Jerry Rice were both in, or not
Dwight
Jerry
Clark.
Rice. Yeah,
It's the catch.
yeah. Steve Young were in it, but
Steve Young.
yeah, that was
Awesome.
such a good game. That was one of the last Super Bowls I watched for a while, and then because our team wasn't making it every year.
The Lions didn't make it at all.
And then I was more into baseball for a long time. Then I got back into football within the last several years. But the GOAT definitely. I don't think we'll ever have another Tom Brady.
I mean, if Patrick Mahomes can stay healthy for as long as Tom was, but I don't see him.
Tom's likable though. He's got a good personality. I don't know that Mahomes is. he's really good. And I don't know him
Mahomes
personally,
is just
but
a diva though. But so is Tom. Like if you ask his teammates, he was a diva about certain shit, except for when it came to football. He was just a diva in real life.
yeah, but
Like that's just his personality. Like
yeah, everybody's got certain quirks and stuff that they, ways of doing things that they like. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it just hearing him in interviews and everything? You got to love the guy. Seems like he's really down to earth, but maybe not. I don't know.
all you can say is Tom Brady gave Patrick Mahomes his first regular season loss, first postseason loss, and first Super Bowl loss. So there will never be a debate. Tom Brady is always going to be better than Patrick Mahomes. He beat him at 45, 3 separate times.
No, I agree. You're right.
But he could statistically have better numbers and maybe have. I don't think he'll have more Super Bowls. I don't know how long the Chiefs can continue this.
Yeah. And you notice I said you're right, so it's recorded. Savor that. It probably won't happen again.
I'm always right.
Sure.
Shedeur Sanders made his first NFL appearance in a game. Son of legendary
Neon Deion Sanders.
Neon Deion Sanders. And he did pretty well. I mean, 14 for 23, had a 61% completion percentage. He only 138 yards, but he also had 2 touchdowns, so he did pretty good.
Not bad for a sequel. He's also a part 2.
Not technically. He's not really.
Well, he's his son. Okay. Yeah, he's not Deion. Okay, I get it.
See.
Are you only a sequel because yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
I messed up my own joke, but that's all right. Yeah. Well, he's a son. Yeah, and Deion, Hall of Famer, of course. Just we talked about last week overcome cancer. So good for him.
Yeah.
And I hope he continues that fight and he stays healthy. Um, but yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to watch his son and see what he can do.
Yeah, I hope the Browns don't ruin another career.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can take the Browns somewhere. I mean, I hope the Lions kill him. But hopefully let's see what he can do. And lastly with football, probably I mean, everyone's been talking about it since it happened. The Lions game being canceled basically because of a player being carted off in an ambulance.
It's a horrible running theme this week, too, with head injuries. I mean, we've got, and we'll get into that in a minute, but yeah, that's just a tragic game. You even brought up the fact they stopped the game for 10 minutes and they,
No, they completely after the third quarter when the injury happened, they completely ran out the clock for the rest of the game and they ended it.
yeah, they stopped to pray, is what I meant.
Yeah, yeah, that was happening while the clock was running. They were praying in the middle of the field. Uh, it was really cool. And we are talking about Maurice Norris. And the Lions put out a statement uh last night at 11:35 that he's in stable condition and has feeling and movement in all of his extremities. He will remain at Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta overnight for observation. We would like to thank the Atlanta Falcons organization, the EMS team at Mercedes-Benz, and the doctors and staff at Grady for their support.
Yeah, so our prayers go out to him and his family, and anyone listening, if it never hurts, for some more prayers, and whatever they did. I mean, it could have been a real bad situation. I think he's going to be okay. They said he's stable, he can pull through, but the head injuries in all sports, it's just tragic.
Yeah.
But that is one of the consequences when whether you're wrestling, whether you get beaten in the head with a ball in baseball, which a guy was killed, decades and decades ago. But
Yeah, in the early 19th century, I believe.
yeah, I don't remember the name. I just remember hearing about it. And even Kirby Puckett got hit in the head. Now, he didn't die. He died shortly after that, I believe, but that was unrelated. But players can a ball coming in at 90, 80, 80, 90, 100 miles an hour is deadly. If you hit it, you get hit in the right spot.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. And we've wrestling even. We've had
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, but Chris Benoit killed his whole family, and including himself, and murder-suicide. But they deemed afterward his brain was so damaged that they thought that led to it. Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, same thing. A crazy amount of CTE.
And obviously, what happened over the weekend is not. He didn't kill anybody. He was injured himself, but it all goes down to the head injuries.
Yeah, there are a lot of head injuries. When you have a head injury, it fundamentally changes the way you behave because your brain is
boxers.
Yeah, exactly. Boxers are like that. And that's why a lot of boxers get diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's.
Yeah, and even more recently, we're talking about head injuries. Shigetoshi Katari has passed away after a fight with Yama Ohado. It was a brain hemorrhage, and it was a championship fight. It ended in a majority draw, and he's not even. He was so young, and he's only had 12 professional fights, won 8, lost 2, and he was 2 went to a draw. So just very tragic.
Crazy.
We're talking. I mean, Muhammad Ali ended up with Parkinson's, but it could have been so much worse. Could have been so much worse. And now that changed the boxing. It changed the boxing in Japan. Instead of, they don't allow 12-round fights anymore. The max they're going to do is 10. But it's just tragic. Yeah, this is one side of it where he ended up dead in his 20s. And then you get the other tragic side of it where it affects them so bad they end up doing really horrible stuff later on in their career, like Benoit and Hernandez,
Yeah.
which that frontal lobe damage. I mean, all the serial killers, that's what they end up having. And he had some, Hernandez had major damage. So whether that
Yeah,
was
all of
the
them do. Benoit, all these
right,
people.
and whether that was the sole factor of what led to that, or if there was underlying factors, we may never know. But I may never know. But um, yeah, it's just so tragic for all these guys actually, and
Yeah.
anyone with a brain injury. Period. Because, but we talked off air
Yeah,
that
it fundamentally changes the way that you
well, your
behave.
brain, like you were saying, is getting bounced around like Jello, and it's hitting
Mhm.
side to side. It's not
Yeah,
good.
the brain is super, super, super soft, and when like something abrupt happens and you get hit, your brain is like bouncing off the side of your skull, and it's like Jello. So when you
Yeah,
tap like Jello in a box, it just bounces off the sidewalls. That's essentially what your brain is doing every time you're getting hit in football, and that's why all of these guys end up having CTE, and the NFL doesn't even cover half of their medical expenses for half of these guys. That's why so many of them are suing the NFL. And I mean, like, there's a lot of problems with football and with that portion of it. Like, of course, it's a great sport that we've had for a long time, but I mean, there comes a point where you have to talk about these things that are you're killing your players.
kind of makes you wonder about OJ Simpson,
Yeah.
and so, but
Yeah, that could have affected it as well. I mean, CTE, yeah, it fundamentally changes your behavior.
we're not
Makes
excusing
you,
murder
yeah.
by any
Well, of course,
stretch.
like there's underlying factors there as well. I mean,
I
he was always violent beforehand.
Yeah,
Like his wife,
he seems
that was always
different
the thing.
anyway. I don't think. I mean, he may have had
Yeah,
CTE. I don't know, but
yeah, but that always
he
does
seems like he had a
contribute to it.
history.
That always does contribute to it, even if it's not the like main thing. It still does contribute to it with all of these guys.
Which makes me think we just need to be more aware of the warning signs
Well,
and
also like
treat it
yeah,
beforehand, if you can treat it.
well, and like there's the Guardian helmets that are more padded and that are
But when you take a jolt, you take a
yeah,
jolt. I mean, we've
yeah,
known people from our church even had a traumatic brain injury, and it affected
yeah,
him the rest of his life. And
yeah,
anytime you have a head injury, and then every time you get hit after that, it just makes it worse. You're not
yeah.
going to get better usually from that. At least I don't think the medicine's there now for that, but hopefully
And that reminds
technology.
me of something Brett Favre said. I think it was Brett Favre. He said when they told him what a concussion was, he said this was his like candid reaction. He said, "Oh, well then I was concussed every game."
Yeah, that's
Like
scary to
that's
think
yeah,
about.
that's scary. You're getting a concussion every game and you're not treating it. And then you're just getting consistently worse and you're just literally you're just messing yourself up for the
Well,
rest of your
even if
life.
you're fine in your 40s and at retirement and then into your 40s and 50s, what happens when you're 60s or 70s
Yeah.
and you step wrong coming down a step and you jar your head again and it knocks out, you never
Mhm.
know when it's going to affect. The brain is so finicky and
Mhm. Yeah, and we don't
nothing to
know
play
what a
around
lot of
with.
it does. I mean,
Yeah.
we only found out that language is controlled in a different part of the brain because of stroke victims, because they could still swear, and that was a different portion of the brain that it was stored in, because the stroke affects one portion of the brain, and that's the only reason we know this because we do not understand the brain.
Yeah, it's so complex. I mean,
Yeah,
uh, yeah, well, hopefully things get better over time, but yeah, it's
yeah,
tragic. We've had two major head injuries. One could have been ended
yeah,
in
and
death, and one did. So,
yeah. Well, that reminds me. Also, I reposted this video on TikTok and a couple other social media platforms of a doctor who's been one of the people that's helped the lawyers of the players, and he was talking about how they have a new um, way to determine if someone has a concussion, and it's called shakes. It's an acronym, but what they actually do is
I've heard of it.
when people get up after a concussion, they start shaking their head, and when later on they would ask them, "Why are you doing this here?" They said, "I felt like I needed to shake my head to wake up, like I needed to like shake the cobwebs loose, like I needed to." And that's a universal sign. Like when they do that, they have a concussion. Like I think it was like 90 some percent of the time, and like that's a good way to notice a concussion now. And
Better ways trying to prevent it, but yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, but I mean, at least it's something. It's just the way the NFL works. You got to make money, and it's just dumb.
Yep. And I think before we put a bow on this episode, the way the NFL makes money.
Yeah. It's a perfect transition into this last topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
The Disney is eating everything. They're just taking up everything. They, if you don't know, the Disney Corporation owns ESPN, and ESPN this week has now bought the WWE, all of the WWE premium live events, and the NFL Network in just the last week alone.
Yeah, and that one really ticks me off too, because we had the WWE Network, then it just transitioned to Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock bought
which
the
I didn't
rights
like.
to the WWE library, and now all of the premium live events that they have, I don't even know if the Peacock subscription that we have is going to work anymore for it.
Well, I think the Peacock one worked after WWE sold it, I believe, or did we have to purchase? I don't remember how that worked.
We had to purchase Peacock.
Okay, yeah, that pisses me off. I don't remember. It was a
we
while
didn't have
ago.
Peacock then.
Okay.
And it was, I think it was around the same price, or it might have been a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't remember but WWE Network wasn't
that was way better
expensive,
than
but
Peacock though, because you could actually look up certain matches. You could look up.
Well, Peacock still,
was
the
amazing.
library is so
The library
impressive.
is good, but they don't have everything.
Yeah, but it goes back to the 70s. They got AWA. They got a lot of the old school stuff that I remember or watched growing up. Stuff I've never seen. And I got it in a playlist that I never have time to watch. But now I'm not paying $29.99 for, if that's what it is, for ESPN again just to friggin' watch wrestling that I really don't watch much anymore.
I mean,
anyway.
we have the Disney bundle subscription with Hulu, but you don't get any of the games. It's stupid. It's not even worth it for ESPN.
Yeah, screw you, Disney.
Yeah, I hate
They're
Disney.
becoming a monopoly is the problem.
I want to cancel all of Disney. They're so bad.
Well, yeah, which we canceled our cable just years ago.
Now the streaming is just as much as, or even more than the cable was.
Because because mom likes some stuff on one streaming channel, you like another, and I watch whatever I can find. But when I have time to do it, but it's just a matter. Yeah, that crap gets expensive too. But yeah, so we might end up canceling a lot of them and just I don't know. Maybe read a book. I do love reading. And speaking of that, we asked a question last week: what your favorite sports movie was of all time, and I never posted it. I did post it today, so let us know. We'll do that next week. So I'm responsible apparently for Facebook, and you do everything else, which you do a lot of that. But this is pretty much your full-time job. I don't get a chance to work on it as much, so I apologize, folks. I dropped the ball, but I did post it today right before we went on air. Let us know what your favorite movie. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Doesn't matter what sport. Doesn't matter if it's comedy or drama or just a feel-good movie. In fact, I seen a clip for one that we talked about, and I haven't watched it yet, but it looks good. It's about it's called Raising the Bar something story. But anyway, we'll have to watch it, let you know. That might be my new favorite. I don't know. The clip looks really good. There's two different Raising the Bars. Anyway, just let us know how you feel, and if you like, click subscribe, give us a comment, let us know how you feel. Does that cover everything? I don't know. Oh, and share if you want. And yeah, that wraps it up for us, I guess. And
here's a random clip of the week.
And that's going to drop in for a base hit. Here comes the runner, and the throw just goes